What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the watch list. With that being said, we actually got a lot to cover once again. Things are heating up and getting a little bit crazy. So, with that being said, cue the intro. I've been getting dirty money. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I'm putting out at least one video a week, giving you guys absolutely free content that's going to help you guys, whether it's long term, short term, just in finance and everything like that. So with that being said, let's jump back to the video. What's going on, guys? I know there has been a lot of discussion where the market's going, things like that. Is there going to be another crash? Are people selling their stocks? I'm going to be 100% completely honest with you where my head's at and where I'm thinking. I'm sticking to my strategies. That's where I've always made my money. It's been a little bit less accurate. And when I say that, before COVID and everything happened, and actually during COVID, we were above 80% accuracy, and it was amazing. I loved it. Right now, we're sitting at around 70%, and that's including every single play that's possible. Now, right now, I have actually not taken every single play. I've sat out, and I've only played the ones that I really, really liked, and I've been very accurate with that. Now, there has been a couple plays, of course, that I have lost on. Amazon, a little while back, I lost on it, and there are plays like that. Again, we're playing a little bit smaller due to it. And so the other thing is you have to account for is the vaccine news. That's what's been making things go crazy. I mean, you see ups, you see downs, back ups, and then now it seems like the whole market's really actually tilting downwards. And I know people don't want to hear that at all, because if you have a 401k, you have things like that, you don't want the market to go down because it takes a huge loss for you, and that does suck, and I am sorry about that. But I'm here to give you my actual opinion on what's actually going to happen. SPY, for instance, is actually holding up, but I want to talk about these four plays that I have here, and I actually have extras this week. So first one, we're going to start out with HD, and the thing you're going to see is there's going to be a lot of puts, and when I play these is I'm not shorting it because that's going to cost me a lot of money. If you guys don't know what short is, it's basically borrowing shares and then buying them back at a lower price, and you make the difference, and you're betting that the stock is going down. Puts, you're betting that the stock is going to go down as well, but these I'm buying time with, and I'm actually, if the stock makes a big move, and even if my option doesn't move a ton, say I get 10% out of it, I will pull my profits and take my 10%, based on how big the move is and stuff like that. But HD, Home Depot, this one has topped out here many times, it seems like. Yes, we actually did get above it, but it's having a lot of trouble there. I do think that this one is actually going to fall further. I know there's a lot of people saying that, well, this is amazing support, blah, 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 blah. I'm betting with it not on this bounce, because this one should have bounced a lot harder here. I would have thought, like it has every time it came back down here, it bounced hard up off of those lows, but now it's not. I think that this one's going to have another leg down, and people are not ready for that one at all. McDonald's, I actually called this one. I got in a little too soon a couple months ago. I think it was about a month ago, actually, a month and a half ago. We bought puts on this. I ended up down. I think I lost 7% on this play because I got in just a little too early, and this spike hurt me, and I wasn't able to recapture it all back, even though it did end up holding through here. And I should have bought out more time. That's why I say when we're buying time, we're buying more time on the options. And what I might do on this play, because McDonald's is a little bit of a slower mover, is I may actually just sell a 225 call. And that basically allows me to collect that premium and be able to have no risk. And as long as it expires out of the money, I'm going to collect whatever premium I sold that for. So that may be the better option coming up here. CRM is another one that I think we're going to go down. They had the Slack news that spiked them up tremendously. I believe it was on October, and now no, that was after that. But they've got a lot of Slack news as well, and now they've just kind of they're selling off. People don't want them to actually buy Slack, which is WORK if you're looking at tickers. So I'm betting that this one's actually going to go lower too. We're going to see another leg down. Let's see. Let me look back at the watch list real fast. PG is another one. I know people don't want to talk about this one. We will talk about Amazon in just a second. PG hit all-time highs, bounced down. We are at a lot of support right now. I do see this one, though, actually breaking down further. Again, that's just my opinion. It may not happen. Let's go up here, OSTKoverstock.com. As you can see, after they hit those highs in, was it September, October, they've absolutely just been downtrending ever since. I think that this one also is going to fall further. I think we could see this one down here into the low 50s. It's mid 50s right now. I think we could see this one come down and hit $50 again like it did here just in this past month. That's just that one. Gush is one that I don't actually play this one very often. This one's super rare. I always have it on my watch list of stocks that I go through every night to filter through and look for my strategy. This is one that it does seem to keep running, and let's look at it a little bit different. You can see that it came off of the highs at 1602, and now let's zoom in from here. It has been constantly trying to get back up. I can see this one exploding back up into the 60s. People may think I'm crazy for this one. I do see this one actually happening. Yeah, that's one that I'm actually very interested in. It's not one that I play a ton, but it is one that I am super interested in. FE, we talked about this one a little while ago. This one is a call as well. The last two are calls. They do have downtrends. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But the difference is after this huge gap down, it pushed up, of course, and then it fell down, but it never actually had another huge gap down, which is very important to me. And they are in the energy sector. They had a lot of bad news with bribing some people and stuff like that. If you haven't looked at those news and if you haven't heard about that on the news at all, that is one of the things that they are overcoming. I do believe First Energy is one that will end up coming back. They're a good dividend stock as well. Again, I don't own this one for dividends at all. I don't own any stock in this, but I could see this one coming back and running. Those are all the plays that I have for those. Now let's get into Amazon. Amazon is huge, guys. I love Amazon, the company. They've made me a ton of money. I don't think that this is one that I would normally ever short, and I would never actually short this stock. I would only buy a put to limit my risk to whatever I put into it. And this one can make you huge gains, or you can just lose whatever you put into it on these. I've had it happen both ways, to be 100% honest with everybody and transparent. I want to go down to this one. It has not been able to actually make new highs with the market. Now, I bought calls on this one, and the whole market went to all-time highs, and Amazon screwed itself. They have not been able to actually make that bounce and get some momentum back up like they had during, April, May, June, July, August. They hit that new high right before September, or it may have been right before September started, and now we've just been slowly downtrending. I can actually see this one going down to test 3,000 and actually end up breaking down below 3,000. Again, the vaccine news and everything is going to play a little bit of a factor in all of these plays, and whether the market's going to keep going up. That is something that you're always going to have to factor in. That's why swings have not been the absolute most amazing things. But when it comes down to actually thinking that stocks are going to go up, I do recommend buying the actual stock right now, guys. Instead of doing options, who cares if you only can buy one share? Buy it, hold it, make 1%, make 0.5% on a couple days move, and then you can cash it out. I know that's not going to have these huge gains that we're all used to having, but it is going to limit the amount of money that you can lose, and that is always the most important to me, especially when it comes down to new traders and basically in a market that sucks like this one does, guys. As much as I'd hate to say it, this market sucks if you're a swing trader, because one morning you can be very happy and the next morning you could be very devastated. So only risk what you can lose. And with that being said, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.